Am I here? Well, welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a mostly professional tarot card reading from a haunted house in a creepy graveyard from a haunted chick like me with really, really, really cute dogs. Everything you need to know is in the description. I am not on the laptop tonight. I don't even know if anyone will show up, it's so late. But I am doing free yes or no's. I am also doing paid readings. Just see if anybody shows up. No REM pod, no spirit box. If you just found me and I'm not live, skip to the end for the free collective message. I'm going to go ahead and do the all signs that I usually do every week on a Monday. Spirit, for all signs, what do we need to know as a collective message? As a collective message, Spirit, let's start with Aries, since that is the first. Is that the first astrological sign? Spirit, what does Aries need to know about what's coming towards them this week? The week of January 7th, 2025. Spirit, what does Aries need to know? You okay, Dad?
Are you?
Yeah, I'm live.
Are you on your computer on the?
No, I'm on the iPad tonight.
Okay.
You have a place to plug it in?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Careful. I could have done that for you. Oh God, just give me that picture. Okay, alright, fine. Hey Dwayne, how are you? I'm just doing the all signs now, starting with Aries. Spirit, what does Aries need to know about what's coming towards them for January, the week of January 7th, 2024? Gosh, it looks terrible on it's absolutely terrible on it looks absolutely terrible on the computer. Well, nice to know that YouTube isn't showing what I'd like it to show, but that's okay. It's showing the ceiling. Hey USA, welcome to the Chammy. How are you tonight? Spirit, what does Aries need to know about what's coming towards them the week of January 7th, 2025? What does Aries need to know, Spirit? Show me your original face, the face you had before your parents were born. I feel like what Spirit's telling you, Aries, is that it's time to get down to the bottom of your true, authentic, spiritual self this week, and that's what's coming towards you. Spirit, what does, wow. So what does Taurus need to know about what's coming towards them for the week of January 7th, 2025? Enough is a feast. Is it really, though, Taurus? Is enough a feast for you? I think that something's coming towards your way to help you really understand and make it click that you are enough. Spirit, what does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to know about what's coming towards them for the week of January 7th, 2025? Gemini, is the hot tub too hot? You better get out. Spirit, what does Cancer need to know? What does the astrological zodiac sign Cancer need to know about what's coming towards them this January 7th, 2025? The week of January 7th, 2025. X marks the spot. Have you lost something, Gemini? Maybe your mind? It's somewhere in there. What was that, Cancer? I'm sorry, Cancer. Cancer, yeah, that was for you, Cancer. I'm alright, the world's all wrong. Spirit, what does Leo need to know about what's coming towards them this week of January 7th, 2025? Spirit, what does Leo need to know about what's coming towards them for the week of January 2025? What's coming towards Leo the week of January 7th, 2025, Spirit? There and back again. Maybe you're going on a trip pretty soon here, and you'll finalize some of that stuff this week, Leo. What does Virgo need to know about the week of January 7th, 2025, Spirit? What does... Well, then leave, Ray. If you don't like the way I shuffle cards, why don't you leave and go get a body scan? Anyways, Virgo, take care of your body. Take care of your mind. Be good to yourself with your thoughts. That's what Spirit's saying is coming towards you this week. So, for Libra, burn those idols. What's happening with you? What's going on? Are you having some issues understanding that idols will not serve you? I think that's what's coming towards you this week, Libra. Pay no attention to the idols. You are your source. There's nothing outside of you to give it to you. Scorpio, what does Scorpio need to know about this week? Fortune favors the bold. Hi, Molly. Can you block Ray, please? Could you get rid of him? He's just sitting here tearing me down about the way I shuffle, and we don't really need those kind of vibes around here, anyways. Are you on your moderator account? It's nice to see you, Molly. Thanks so much for coming by. Spirit, what does silly Sagittarius need to know? Thanks so much, Molly. I appreciate it. What does Sagittarius need to know about, what does Sagittarius need to know about this week coming for them? January 7th, 2025. So the passing of time. What are you doing with your passing of time, Sagittarius? Stop procrastinating on your dreams. Okay. Life is short. Find the ones you want to spend the rest of your life with. Okay. Spirit, what does Capricorn need to know about this week? What does Capricorn need to know about the week? What's coming towards them for January 7th, 2025? What's coming towards Capricorn for the week of January 7th, 2025? Interesting, Capricorn. You've gotten the same card that Aries got earlier today in this I will. Yeah, he could come back. They could come back on an alt, but you know, it's just it is what it is. Capricorn, are you taking care of yourself spiritually? It's time to get down to the bottom of your true authentic self as well. Rewrite your history. Spirit says tag your it. Capricorn, these are a lot of different messages that I think, you know, I'm going to let you use your intuition to decide what these mean for you. Acceptance is the answer. So is the glass half full or is it half empty? Is that a picture on the wall or of a painting of a landscape, or is it actually a window you could crawl through and escape from? The fucking part of my French YouTube. Also body scan. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, Capricorn. You're a good person. And you deserve the best that life has to offer. Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know? What does Aquarius need to know right now? Hey, Metal Rain, welcome back. Oh my God, what a crazy night just trying to watch WWE. Trying to watch Monday Night Raw. Thank you so much, Molly. I appreciate that. So Aquarius, Storm and Fury. You also have a secondary card, Aquarius. Those are tag your it. So Spirit says tag your it, Storm and Fury. I feel like at the end of the day, Spirit, what they want you to know, Aquarius, is that you know, you might be going through some kind of storm. You might be feeling like you're lost in Oz, but really, it's time for you to start thinking about how you want to match people's energy, how you want them to match your energy, as well as can you turn that down just a little bit, thanks. You know, start thinking about what it is that you can do to resolve the chaos and the storm that's going on in your head, if you can withstand that storm and turn your back on that fury, you know, Spirit saying, you know, you can be the leader of the pack, the leader of the game, and the winner. Hey, Devin, welcome back to the Chammy. So Spirit says tag your it. I think that you and Spirit are going to be chasing each other down with some spiritual lessons here in the not too distant past. If you're stuck in a storm as well, like if you're iced in, snowed in, something like that, something to that effect, Spirit could also be telling you, Aquarius, that you and your loved ones might be finding some fun time playing some games at home. So Spirit says for Pisces, let it break. What's going on, Pisces? You know, beware of nostalgia. Beware of that toxic nostalgia, okay? You want to be creating moments with your loved ones and families and friends that are nostalgic moments that you want to recreate again and again, making good memories. So I hope that helps whoever might find these in the not too distant future. Did I leave my market at the back by accident? I purchased something but noticed it was gone when I arrived home. I have to go when they open. Let's find out. Sorry you lost your bag, honey. I lost my mind today. So Metal Rain tried to watch, you know we watch wrestling around here. That's our thing. So they switched Monday Night Raws from TV after all these years to Netflix. So I'm like, okay, I got a Netflix account. I'll go ahead and start the lasagna and then turn the TV on for Dad so he can watch his show. God, after a 3-hour tour of trying to get that taken care of, the dog hurt himself, started bleeding out. He's fine now. He's okay. But it was just a crazy evening. I was a little bit pissed off that they switched it over to Netflix. I could just turn the TV on and watch it. And Spirit, what does Devin need to know about her missing bag? Did she leave her missing bag at the store? Did she leave her missing bag at the store? You don't even have a question? Okay, well, we'll just shuffle and see what you might need to know, sweetheart. After the show, they had a post on Netflix YouTube channel, really. Okay, interesting. So Spirit's saying no. I mean, the card says no. No, you didn't leave it at the store. Bright rays of hope break through at the most unexpected moment. You react decisively with a sensation of self-righteousness and dignity. Only through this can you ever feel free and equal. This is universal. Let me check my actual tarot cards, because as much as I like the yes or no cards, I'm still feeling like you left your bag at the store, to be honest. Or misplaced it on the way there and back again. Spirit, what happened to Devin's bag? Hey C4, welcome back to the Chammy. How are you today? Where's her bag, Spirit? What was the bag like? Did it have like your wallet, your money, your personal items that are important? Or was it just like a shopping bag? Was it a... Anyways, Spirit, what happened to her bag? Where's her bag? You mean I'm shuffling about cheese and meat? What? Girl, you got me laughing. Okay, so it was just cheese and meat. You're gonna get your cheese and meat back. So I can see why Spirit's saying no. This kind of makes sense. Maybe just the message of the card was a little bit more important Bright rays of hope break through at the most unexpected moment. You react decisively with a sensation of self-righteousness and dignity. Only through this can you ever feel free and equal. This is universal. You know, I've done this silly shit before, part of my French YouTube. Like when, you know, you've gone to the market, you've got some stuff, you can't find it. Then you go back to the store and you're like, it wasn't packaged, or I can't find it. And then they give it back to you. But I've also been silly and found what I lost later. Scrunched up like in other grocery bags that I missed it. Like,
You want more light?
no, it's fine. You live down the street from that arena, right on. No, right? You don't have a question, Molly. Oh, by the way. Yeah, you know, the same thing with me. It's like, I swear that it was here. You know, I swear that I swear the item I was looking for was here. It happens to me a lot. Maybe you have some ghosts. You make Philly cheesesteaks, but tired at this point, so we'll make one later to take to the theater. Gonna see Nosferatu, right on. There's somebody to take me to see that. There's no one to go with me, so I'm not going anywhere alone, unless you want to go see it when you come visit Molly. The link for my song is not working. What? Okay, let me try it again. Somewhere it's not working. Sorry, let me fix it. So I'm basically just taking away that power and giving that back to me, doing things on my time and not working on hers. Absolutely. That's a good choice. Metal Rain. It's working for me. I'll go ahead and share the link with her in her DMs. Sometimes it's better to go to the movies alone. No thanks, I don't go anywhere alone. I don't go anywhere without my gun. No, it's okay. I don't want to go to the movies. I don't want to get cooties. I know you said not to make her feel like crap. Alright, does treading carefully here. Yeah, tread carefully. You're fine. You'll be okay. I'm just hanging out in the human dog bed tonight. It is so cold in the house. It's really nice and toasty in here. So what are you guys doing for, like, was your, it's not like, things were so bad though, Metal Rain, that it turned into this. It's just her. Like, we're on the same page. We're talking about Eliana, right? She went to the Dollar Tree. Okay. Yeah, you're doing the right thing. You gotta put yourself first, dude. Sorry, I'm in my pajamas. I hope y'all don't mind. It's so cold here. What's your question, Molly? You are. You're going to have a good month. I promise. Okay, see above. All right. Okay. Will this be what defines our future? You define your future. Why don't you try thinking about what you want the next scene to be instead of waiting around for someone or something to define it for you. See, nothing has a meaning. Remember, nothing has a meaning until you give it a meaning. So what happened tonight, how does it define it for you? Because that's what's going to be most important. In regards to, or will it come down the road? Well, yeah. And it'll come down the road a lot sooner if you start defining what it is to you. Giving it your meaning. Instead of waiting for something outside of you to give you the answer when you really are the answer. You're the one that's been writing this love story. Well, yeah, because you're letting go of the old version of you and the old version of superimposing the people who have hurt you before in the past over the new people that you've met or the new people that you have interest in, etc., etc. Spirit, what does she need to know about defining and coming down the road? Look, Scorpio man. So, no, Spirit says it's not that it'll come down the road or define you, but I cannot read that because it's not mirrored. Hold on. Let me read the card to you, sweetheart. No, you define it. What do you want the next scene to be? A rainbow of excitement is on its way, despite it being a no card. The longer the wait, the more your enthusiasm builds. You're like, you're building that suspense, seeing each other again. So be patient, the card says, which I always tell you. There are only a few steps to go before your immersion into a new reality. But see, I feel like, you're already in that space, Hi, Lisa. How are you? Welcome back to the Chammy, honey. It develops exponentially, bringing you invaluable experiences. Most of them happy. Patience is the father of good character. I'm glad you got to see your dad today. How did that all go? Did y'all fix the car? It looks like he aged. Perhaps COVID has something to do. Yeah, COVID will do that kind of stuff to you, honey. It will. He'll recover. He'll feel better soon, and he'll overcome. But after having COVID, recovering from it, and can take a while too. Yeah, cool. Yeah, let me know how it reads. It'd be fun to. Do I think it's better to look for love or wait till it finds you? I think if you're waiting, it's never going to find you, dude. I think that I feel very passionate about saying that if you are waiting around for something, you're going to keep waiting for it. But if you fully expect it, remember that which you desire desires you even more. So you want to find love? Look for it. Look for love in all kinds of places, in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of meanings, and because there's very many different types and kinds of love. Waiting around for it is just waiting around for doom. Expecting it, living it, feeling it. What does love look like to you? What does it feel like to you? You know what I mean? Hey, you can donate for a reading. So it's only $1 per minute. You can get the $6 Tacobox, which is 3 questions, a channeled message. You can also get the 1111 love reading, which is kind of like a little micro mini roadmap for love. You can also get the general reading, which is $30, which is the international standard. Each reading is a minute, $1 per minute. So however many minutes you feel you might need. So for one question, it's $10. So choose your poison wisely. I just don't put it in the chat because no one's ever like, I've got one question. So you've got one question, but how many minutes do you think you might need? Everything you need to know is in the description. All the readings that are available. PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, or Super Chat is available. Thank you so much for your donation. I'm so grateful for that. I really appreciate it. What's your question, sweetheart? Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. I'm so grateful. Yes, I got it. I got it. Thank you. You can also get a free yes or no question tonight as well. Yes, no, how, and wins. I'm doing free yes, no, how, and wins. So if you want to get a free yes, no, how, and when, y'all put your questions in the chat. Hey Ari, welcome back to the Chammy, honey. How was your day? Just in my pajamas hanging out in the human dog bed. Thought I would come by and see how y'all are doing before I don't know, wander into the dawn. I had a pretty good day. Except for the 3-hour tour trying to get Netflix to work and the dog bleeding out, but he's all right too now, so. It's a tapestry, actually. It's a huge tapestry that covers the whole wall. It's beautiful. I needed to get back to the ocean, so I really needed that on the wall. And there's like a creepy door to another apartment behind there that's blocked off, so it's pretty ugly. So I had a re-traumatization experience with my psychologist a month ago. I've been trying to work with a healer to undo the damage and recuperate my inner spiritual embodied enlightenment to my higher self, okay? You mean let him stay with you and sleep over? I see what you mean, Molly. Not actually sleep with him. I got confused for a second. But even though it felt a little bit better, I feel like my it's gone, and all I've been fighting to protect my connection to myself these years seems compromised. Oh, sweetheart, I'm so sorry you feel that way. We're gonna fix it. How will you be able to realign to your higher self and timeline? Well, first off, you have got, and I mean got to, end the crazy by focusing on what serves you. Turning your back on the fear that you cannot realign. Turning your back on the fear that you can't have, be, and do whatever you want. See, a lot of people want to take the power out of our hands. And they'll literally try to gaslight us and convince. There are people out there who would gaslight and convince us. Even psychologists, even tarot card readers, even therapists, okay? Even mentors, dating coach, anyone and everyone, okay, could be a scam. And try to take the power out of your hands so they can make another $5. All right? Now, I'm not saying that this is what's happening with you, but at the same time, I feel like, why hasn't your psychologist put the power back in your hands and shown you the way, the truth and the light? Why hasn't your healer helped you? Why are you getting to this point where you're at? But it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you come here to try to figure it out and speak to spirit about it, to realign your higher self and your timeline. I just don't feel like I have the right mental and physical space and resources outside of me to relive that served me to reach that point. Yeah, you're not a failure. Look how far you've come. Look how far you've already come. Don't give up. Don't give up just because the psychologist and the healer couldn't make any sense of it and you can't make any sense of it anymore. 1 hour at a time. Okay, if you can't take one day at a time, 1 hour at a time. So what was it that was valuable to you that you lost? I'm just curious. Hey, Dollface, how are you, sweetheart? It's good to see you. Because see, the most valuable thing, I don't know what you've lost that's valuable to you, but the most valuable thing, Elisa, is you. Because you are the magic wand. You are the spell. You are... Do you see what I'm saying? Like, and nothing has a meaning until you give it a meaning. Okay? We wouldn't have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday if somebody didn't give it a meaning. Like, somebody hadn't said, okay, we wouldn't have 24 hours in a day if someone hadn't given it a meaning. So, see, my alignment to my best embodiment one that allowed me to love my story and love my family. Yeah, so it feels like Update me and Tyrone talked and spent some time together yesterday. Oh, good. I'm so happy for you, Dollface. That's really, really good. So, back to you, Elisa, real quick. Okay, good night, Molly. Love you, sweetheart. So, Lisa, you feel that what was valuable to you was your alignment to your best embodiment that allowed you to love your story and love your family and your future. And even though I didn't want to feel like a victim, a lot of stuff was done to me. So much I did, and then as I was close to it, all crumbled and my trust in myself was gone. Yeah. It sounds like your trust in yourself is gone now because something happened that made you feel like, it took your power away. It's as if your inner compass can't trust anyone, anything, or even yourself. But at the end of the day, that can be fixed. I'm not saying that it will be fixed overnight or be fixed with a tarot card reading or be fixed with a grief counseling session or any of that. It's a persistent way of life that you'll have to stick to. For instance, the way vegans are and vegetarians, they have a way of life, the way of eating, a way of thinking, a way of, living their life. Spiritual people, same way. Okay? Sources outside because my main trauma was about my relationships with my mother, and my mother now isn't willing to heal or fix it. Okay? So mom isn't willing to work with you in this situation or to fix it. At the end of the day, that's not really your problem. And even though we can't change people, you can change the way a situation shows up to you with your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. So some of the things that you're telling me, I can see some of the limiting beliefs and the circumstances already. You might be thinking and feeling that, you might be thinking and feeling that because mom isn't willing to help or fix it, that you can't break on through to the other side. Or, and it's important when you're going through stuff like this, or any day of your life, it's important. Hey, Tim Tebow's left arm. Thanks so much for coming by. I really appreciate your comment that you left on the music stuff. Yes, Samaya, I'm in a paid reading right now, and it's kind of like I feel like it's a little bit more of a grief counseling session. You see that there is a lot of grief going on with you, Elisa. Even though I didn't want to feel like a victim, a lot of stuff, yeah. And that's a good point that you make about not feeling like a victim, because even though many of us, all of us are probably victims of something, to not get too lost down the path of being that victim, which just only creates more limiting beliefs and circumstances. I literally have physical issues now because my mom was so you can't change mom, but you can change how she shows up to you. So the version of your mom that you want to focus on is the one that is helpful, the one that is healing, the one that does want to fix it. What version of her shows up to you at all, if any? If it doesn't, that's okay. Start implementing the idea that what you assume has no choice but to show up, because it is just science now. Okay, science has proven the law of assumption. That which you assume has no choice but to show up. And here's a great example of it. Like when there's somebody that you're thinking about and they show up, and maybe they show up, they like a comment, they leave a comment, they call you, they text message you, maybe they post something. That's just you showing, that's just, and that's, you're thinking about them, assuming that you'd like to hear from them. Maybe you're assuming that you might hear from them. Maybe you're assuming that you might like them, or they might like you, or you just want to connect with them, and then boom, it happens. It's just like many of the people who come here and we talk about the law of assumption. I'm not talking about law of attraction, because law of attraction can really get you in a lot of trouble. I feel like, you want to go and cook a sunny side up egg and you end up getting scrambled eggs. Because many people lose the thought, and many people lose the feeling behind the thoughts of what they truly want, because they're either more worried about what's going on outside of them and other people's feelings and other people's thoughts. So they're not able to really connect with their deeper thoughts, with their deeper feelings of what they truly want authentically. You just want to realign with yourself spiritually so that you can wake up in the morning. Gosh, I think I've had a dream about us talking about this. Where you just wake up in the morning and you're feeling pretty good. You know, you don't have to, and you can have this. You can have this by starting to get on that strict mental diet, okay, every day. Every day. It's just like the way goths have a lifestyle. Vegans have a lifestyle. Christians have a lifestyle. Spiritual people have a lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? You've got to practice. It's just like you don't become a black belt. You don't become a ninja. You don't become the best Annie Oakley at what you do by sitting around waiting for someone to do it for you, or waiting for something outside of you to give it to you. You've got to practice being the best guitar player. You've got to practice being the best singer. You've got to practice being the best Elisa. And if you have wobbles and you have fears, that's okay, because it doesn't mean that you're messing up anything. You know, we all have fears. I've been waiting for better circumstances to show up. Stop waiting. It's here now, sweetheart. It's here now. See, what you embody is, it's a lot like, see, life, I know this sounds so silly, life is what you truly make it. You are what you eat. You will experience what you embody. You will experience what you fear. And some of the ways to turn that around, Elisa, is like, okay, so I've got a fear about something, but you have to be the one to take initiative to not get lost down that downward spiral. You have to be the one to take the initiative to be patient with yourself and others, so you can get to the point where it's like you're able to turn your back on that fear and think of a better way, think of a better thought, think of a better state of mind. Because one thing that happens is that some people might not realize, hi puppy, come here baby. Some people might not realize that they can become addicted to, you know, their pain and suffering, and they'll start to get lost in it, and then it just, all it does is show up all day long, every day, everywhere they go. And they're waiting for someone outside of them or something outside of them to give it to them. So you've been waiting for better circumstances to show up, and now they seem here, but I'm unreceptive. And when you say unreceptive, do you mean you're just not motivated by those better circumstances? Is that what you mean, sweetheart? You feel unmotivated? I feel that I get this way too. I mean, like, better circumstances show up. You know, someone makes an offer that will really help change my life, and then we'll start, you know, getting into the ideas of what we're looking for to make those circumstances even better. And then it's like, it always feels like there's some kind of closed door but no open window. You know, and I'm talking about my living situation mostly. But yeah, absolutely, Tim. Because Elisa, I don't feel at the end of the day like I don't feel like there's a psychologist, a therapist, a doctor, a thing out there to give it to us. Yes, many of them can help us. But many of them can gaslight us too, because they just want their paychecks, okay? My friend Molly, who was just here a moment ago, I had her on the phone crying because instead of her psychologist helping her, okay, she was literally dissing her for her lifestyle, which isn't like it was a bad thing, but, you know, no psychologist should be giving someone a therapy session and putting them on the naughty step for even having, you know, any kind of neurodiversity or impulse, or, you know, these are things that psychologists and doctors should be helping us through. I just feel my whole foundation is gone. Yeah, it's not. I promise you, it's not. You just feel that way today, and let's just see what Spirit needs you to know right now, Elisa, and see what the best advice is for you on this situation. Because at the end of the day, if you're able to focus on that strict mental diet, like, okay, I'm in this state of mind, but I don't necessarily like this state of mind, so what can I do to stay focused on the state of mind that I want to be in? Is it listening to your favorite music? Is it eating or making your favorite food? I'll tell you one thing that helps me a lot. Getting away from this online thing and going outside and being with nature. And becoming more attuned to it, even if it's just 5 minutes. But you know, you can turn your whole life around in 8 minutes. So let's see what you need to know. Because you involuntarily manifest the way that you involuntarily breathe, you know, you will have these fears. You will feel like your whole foundation is out from under you, and you'll start to see it because you've created it with your thoughts, your feelings, and your fears. But there's hope, and it's not just hope, because hope floats and faith flies. But you must understand that you know, first of all, Spirit does have your back. Okay, if you're afraid, talk to it, and it will really truly show you the way and the light and the truth. I promise. Whatever you believe is your creator, even if it's just the dirt outside. Spirit, do you have any advice for Elisa on her situation here today? But you know, just consider this for a moment, Elisa. You found my channel. It is just the channel of a musician. Okay, this channel is about my life. Okay, my life is my message. But I do the tarot, the grief counseling sessions, and I do that here on YouTube. That's like my job. That's my business. That's what I've been doing for several years now. And I am becoming ordained to help people spiritually. It just takes a little bit of time. But, you know, we'll help you out. We'll be your foundation. Okay? There's wonderful people who come here every single day and hang out, and we talk about life. We talk about our problems. We talk about issues. We always have a good time. And I'm here for you, and Metal Rain is here for you, and Ari, and there's so many other people here too that are great. And you know, I don't get online to hurt people. That's not my thing. I just feel like a vampire right now. Oh, sweetheart, it's okay. It's okay to feel like a vampire. I feel like a vampire too. We could just vamp out together. But what I mean by I feel like a vampire right now is I've been working a lot of late nights and sleeping all day. I don't know why either, but you have no will to okay. It's okay. It's all right. You're gonna be fine. You're not the only one that is going through this. You're not alone, okay? So we've got the first card. I don't read cards upside down, so when I do get them upright is when I will tackle them. I might have to go and get my power deck. Sorry it's taking more than 10 minutes. Don't worry about donating more money. It's fine. Okay, that card was down, so we're not going to look at it. So you do have the Chariot. It's upright. I'm going to put this card that fell on the floor face down back in the deck. I will also, before we're done with this reading, I'll link you into my guided meditation called Jumping the Matrix. I did not put Jumping the Matrix out until after I had used the Jumping the Matrix technique for a year, which was shared with me through a very popular guru that I work with here on YouTube. I'm not going to give his name out because it's private, but I will tell you it helped me a lot. So I was like, if this helps me, if this has helped me this much, I can't imagine who else it would help. So I went ahead and created a guided meditation from the hypnotic meditation I had been using. And basically what the meditation does is it helps you to start turning your back on the things that don't serve you. It starts helping you to get into that state of mind you want to be in instead of getting lost. Hey, Tiffany, how are you, sweetheart? Mwah, it's good to see you. It's going to help, what helped me personally, Elisa, to teach myself how to get out of the state of mind that I didn't want to be in and get into the state of mind that I want to stay in. Oh, yeah, I still cry myself to sleep at night. But I am crying myself to sleep at night a lot less. I'll be real honest. So you could be a lucky recipient of a StormieBleu membership with access to exclusive. What does that mean, allow gifts? I've never seen that. You could receive a 1-month membership to channels you interact with, including StormieBleu. You can still receive gifts from channels you were allowed before. Does anybody know what that means? Hey, OG Adam Westish. Welcome to the Chammy. Anyways, Elise, I'm still pulling your cards, but what I like the most about that Jumping the Matrix meditation is the scientific evidence of it. You know, talking about where we come from, the atoms, the particles, talking about, you know, where we come from, which is basically the nothing. You know, it's the void. The meditation teaches you how to send the shit story back to the void so that you can overcome it and create a better version and vision for yourself. So I will link you into that in a little bit. Oh, it means you gifted a membership. Okay, Ira Noob. Thank you, Tiffany. I didn't see Tiffany Stratton on Raw tonight. They just showed her in the audience. Okay. Uh-oh, the dog unplugged the computer. Hold on. Alright. Just trying to get 10 plus cards for you, Elisa. I'm sorry this is taking so long. I do see some love and justice coming in for you in the not too distant future. All my readings are good from the moment you get them till 3 months. Energy changes, does change every day. I do want to go in the other room and get my power deck for you and get 1 power deck card because I feel like that's really going to help. Some guy came in here earlier and said, you can't even shuffle well. I thought that was so funny. He's like, is that the worst thing you can say about me? Okay. The worst thing anyone can say about me contains some truth about them. At least I can play guitar real well. Probably better than you too, Ray. How can you be present for me? That is such a sweet thing of me to ask. I really appreciate that. Just be here now. Come as you are, like Kurt Cobain asks. And just be the best versions of yourselves that you can be for yourselves and others, and me too. I knew at a very young age that I was supposed to do music. It just felt right. When I got my ears and I could hear for the first time in my life, music was just like my thing. So I started the music thing because I wanted to help people through music. This was just something that happened after I got into the car accident and died and came back. So we do have a lot of beautiful things to talk about here, Elisa. And your most important message right now, which I find this to be so funny because I got it from the Liminal Space deck, Elisa. And I use the Liminal Space deck to conjure up direct messages from your most trusted and strongest spirit guides. When I am doing my tarot card readings, or I'm doing grief counseling sessions and I'm channeling spirit, whatever it is that you believe your creator is, I don't need to know what that is. You already know. And I'm channeling your most trusted and strongest spirit guides to come forth and tell you what you need to know. But the most important message from the Liminal Space deck that came from spirit was the #1 rule of this channel. Be groovy or leave, man. If someone's not being groovy with you, Elisa, you got to turn your back on it, sweetheart. You got to take a deep breath and just step away. If there is something that is, if it doesn't feel groovy, leave. If it doesn't feel groovy, turn your back on it. If it doesn't feel groovy, you've got to get more into this groovy feeling. To get, at least, Lisa got to get her groove back. So, First card Spirit needs you to know is the world is in your hands. The next right thing for you to do is to understand that you can have, be, and do whatever you want. All right, nothing's just going to end suddenly. Okay, you've got nothing to lose but self. But there's also nothing to change but self. And Spirit is saying that the next right thing for you to do is focus on, look at how all 4 elements are in this world card. Focus on you. See the girl in the card? That's you. It's you there, sweetheart. And Spirit's saying, don't worry about mom, don't worry about dad, don't worry about brother, sister, don't worry about other people right now. Just focus on you and the world around you, that things that bring you comfort, things that feel like they're just the next right thing. This Hierophant also represents the spiritual journey that you are on, Elisa. And your conquest here to the best version of yourself in this Chariot and this Hierophant. No, sorry. The Hierophant's over here, sweetheart. Let me pop him up. There he is. Chariot, Hierophant, you got the Empress. So this is about your journey and your struggle through your conquest to, you know, getting to the other side of your spiritual journey where you're starting to feel like you're in your own skin again, like you are your true authentic self, like you are the best version of yourself. And Spirit says you're there. Do not give up. You are one of the best versions of yourself right now. But Spirit says in this Chariot card, now what are you telling yourself about yourself? What are you telling yourself about others? What are you telling yourself about your world? What easy, puppies? Come here, you want to sit on my lap while I give the reading? Maybe you give Elisa a smile. So the Chariot is here to ask, you know you've got a mission. We know that you have a conquest. So let me ask you a question. Do you feel, no, it's not Ruby Tuesday, it's Ninja Gypsy one. It's little Ninja Gypsy one. Ruby is actually on the couch there. Ruby's here, and then Puppy Rooney's back there. So back to your Chariot card, sweetheart. I'm sorry this is taking so long. It's really important to me for you to understand what's happening. Hey, Country Love Homestead, how are you, sweetheart? So the Chariot here, we've got the 2 horses. Okay, he's holding the leash. He's holding the steers, or whatever they're called. I can't remember at this time. It's too late in the morning, too early at night. Chariot is asking you, you know, what is it that you know, which one are you serving on the inside? You know, are you serving a werewolf on the inside? I say this all the time with this card, especially when it comes up with the Hierophant and the Empress. You know, which wolf are you feeding on the inside? A werewolf, or are you feeding the one that's furry on the inside? The one that doesn't serve you? The story that is the fucking. Because this comes right down to your, this once again comes right down to your self-concept, your inner compass, your state of mind. I feel like you're staying more in that state of mind that doesn't serve you because you are afraid, and it's okay to be afraid. Okay, but you feel like you betrayed your own path, or someone has betrayed your own path, but you will be betraying your path, okay, if you don't understand that life is what you make it, and that you are on the right path. But coming here tonight and asking these questions, and even questioning your own self, even your own good self, because see, this Empress is here to tell you, like, this is how people see you. This is how you see yourself. There might be something, though, inside of you saying that you're not good enough, but don't lie to yourself. You are good enough. You can have, be, and do whatever you want. Maybe not me, but you can have, be, and do whatever you want. All right? I am just an extra added bonus. I'm just the messenger. All these other people here, none of us have a will in your reality. Your mom doesn't have a will in your reality. Your psychologist doesn't have a will in your reality. Your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your friends, your job, your mom, your healer. There's nobody outside of you to give it to anyone but you. Okay? And while we do all have our own will in our own realities, we don't, we can help you manifest. We can help you with the situation that you're in, Elisa, or, be there for you. But it's so important to know that you want this change, you want this salvation, you want this to work out for you, and it already has. So you remember what I said at the beginning of your reading, that which you desire desires you even more. Spirit desires you to understand that you are this Empress. Okay, there's no healing your inner child. There's no, I have to do this before I can have this. Stop making it so difficult for yourself. It doesn't have to be this difficult, sweetheart. I promise. Now, I do see here in the card, Spirit's letting you know with the Wheel of Fortune and the Hermit card, there is so much luck to be had. And it is here now. It's not going to come after you've healed. It's not going to come after your psychologist says you're right. It's not going to come after, once the healer says you're ready. You are here now. You are ready now. You are so ready to become the best version of yourself without anybody else telling you if you're wrong or right today, tomorrow, or, or in the not too distant future. All right? The past isn't coming back. So stop getting lost in the past. Okay, it doesn't serve you. Stop getting lost in the future. It's only going to bring you more anxiety, more fear, and more, downward spiral. Stay here now. Stay here now with me, because look, this version of yourself that you've been working on with your healer, with your psychologist, give yourself a pat on the back for even going that far. Most people won't even go that far. Many, many, many people need to see a therapist. Many, many, many people would rather go to a tarot card reader than actually go to a psychologist or a therapist. And I'm not saying that I agree that everyone should just not go to a tarot card reader, but many tarot card readers can really, their ethics are really messed up, okay? I'll just say that right now. I'm not trying to be rude about anyone who's a tarot card reader. I'm not trying to be, like I said at the beginning of your reading, there's a lot of gaslighting out there happening. Okay, and it doesn't matter if it's the church and God's house, or it's, the world news. Okay, it's everywhere. That's why I'm telling you is that it's so important for you to get on that strict mental diet of turning your back on what doesn't serve you. And another important ingredient to that is this. All right, and is so you're turning your back on what doesn't serve you, but also, what are you turning yourself towards? What does it look like to you? What is the next scene? How does it serve you? It's just like the Chariot saying, which wolf are you serving on the inside? Are you serving the state of mind you want to be in? Are you serving the ideal outcome of what you want? Or do you keep getting lost in that shit story? Because you've got to wipe away that shit before you can clean it up. I just feel like physically they're in the wrong energies. Don't beat yourself up for that, though. I feel like you're beating yourself up because you let in the wrong energies. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes, like I said, we'll meet a wolf in sheep's clothing, and it's not exactly a very pretty wolf. It looked pretty at first, but then it's like, that is not the wolf from Game of Thrones I want to hang out with, okay? I wanted to feel worthy and receptive. See, and that's about your self-concept. You are worthy. You are receptive. Look how great you're doing at receiving everyone here who's supporting you right now. Look how great you're doing just sitting here in the chat talking about this. I mean, just give yourself a pat on the back, girl, for trying, okay? Most people won't even try. They'd rather turn into trolls and be trolls and stay trolls. Let's see, how many people are in the chat right now? Okay, so there's 3 people that I can see, but it shows 7, so whatever. Let's get back into your reading, though, because what's important is this good luck and fortune in your spiritual journey here with this hermit. And sorry about my nails. I'm about to go get a medical pedicure and manicure. I bought this really cool metallic, like, nail polish. from Amazon for Christmas, and it just melted my nails almost off. So, and the doctor told me don't use anything to take it off. They're going to take it off in a couple days. But back to your reading. Enough about my nails that I've been bitching about for days. But so the Empress and the journey and this Wheel of Fortune, letting you know once again, life is what you make it. Okay, but the Wheel of Fortune is also about. It's also about good luck. Isn't it, Metal Rain? This is one of Metal Rain's favorite cards, is the Wheel of Fortune. Now, I do see, you know, that they've got the blindfolds on. They don't know where they're going. They don't know what they're doing. But it's okay because, you know, when you start expecting what you really want to show up instead of waiting for it around, which the jumping the matrix thing is going to help you with that, Elisa. You'll start to see a change really quick. You can also do the ladder technique to help you see maybe how long it takes you to manifest what you want showing up in your life. We'll go over that in a minute. But first, Spirit is letting you know, you're doing everything right. There just isn't anything that you're doing wrong other than you keep going back to the past. You keep getting lost in other people's thoughts and feelings. Pardon me. You keep feeling, the weight of the world on your shoulders. Like you keep feeling, you know what I'm saying? You keep going back to that which doesn't serve you. But Spirit says in the Hermit card, yeah, you'll find yourself alone, but you're never really going to truly be alone. Because Spirit is watching you in your emotions about this. Spirit is all around you with love. Okay, and that there is love coming in for you. Someone who wants to serve that love with a breastplate of love and justice for you. And Spirit has that for you every single day. Carrying you, okay, there and back again every day. That's why you're here now. Spirit says, don't be afraid to be this hermit. Don't be afraid to be, isolate yourself and figure out what is it that you can have, be, and do and want. When you have a trigger, write it down. Get in a space where, you're in a place where you're alone and you can think and you're not subjected to maybe emotional eating or drinking or cigarettes or something, leave anything that you might feel a little bit addicted to. Just kind of leave that behind if you're having a trigger and sit there and really feel what's going on. Okay? Be that hermit looking for that light. Okay? Because the light is in your hands already. You don't have to wait for the light. It's there now. All you have to do is ask Mother Earth, can you bring me into the light now? Just do it right now. Bring me into the light. Or whenever you feel comfortable, and you will see the change, and Mother Earth will bring you into that light. Okay? And you will start to feel the change if you haven't already started to feel it already. So it's okay to be a hermit. It's okay to isolate yourself. Don't worry about mom. Don't worry about other people. Just focus on yourself. Okay? There's a lot of good luck coming in for you. You are that version of this Empress, nurturing, kind, sweet, loving, caring, spiritual, deep. You show up for everyone with the breastplate of love. You really do. And love is all around you, sweetheart. Okay? Love is all around you. I'm going to go get the power deck because I really feel like I need to get the power deck and get you a power deck card. I'm just going to get a couple of direct messages from Spirit for you, Elisa. So I got Let Your Edges Be Liquid. There were a couple of other cards I was kind of called to just take out as a message. I'm not so literal. It's like if I see it and I feel it, it's there. So Spirit's saying, let your edges be liquid, Elisa. Once again, what is it that you're telling yourself about you, them, the world around you? If you have a trigger, write it down. What's the opposite of the trigger? What is it that feels good to you? that you could change about that trigger. Have you ever thought of maybe going to get hypnosis for your triggers as well? A hypnotist might be able to help you get out of some of these different and strange feelings and vibes you're having. You've got to see the hypnotist though when you're having the trigger. So I'm not sure a psychologist can help you with that kind of stuff, but hypnotists will. So this is Let Your Edges Be Liquid. Oh wow, it looks like it actually shows the correct way. It's backwards to me on the screen when I look at it. This is like about letting certain things roll off your back, you know, picking your battles and choosing them wisely. All right. Mom doesn't want to fix things, that's not your problem. But stay in the likening of the version of her that you want, expecting that to show up. Oh, Mom does want to fix things. Mom does want to do the things that I wish for us to do together and have that spiritual bond and have that. You know, what is it that you want from your mom? You already have it. Why? Because you manifested it, because you desire, and that which you desire is already yours. Okay? You desire your mom to be that version of herself. She does too, and she almost desires it more than you do. But she probably feels a little bit lost and confused, silly, embarrassed, shy. Spirit says beware of nostalgia, especially the toxic kind, because you want to be building relationships, connections with people that create nostalgic moments for you that are happy and harmonious again and again and again. So like I was saying about your past, it's not coming back, honey. Okay, and the only way it can hurt you is if you let it hurt you by thinking about it, getting in that downward spiral. Only focus on it if a trigger comes up, because consciously, when we're awake, you know, our subconscious is there, but our conscious is more powerful. But when we go to sleep, our subconscious is on point. It's there to protect you. You might want to even start looking for some subliminals or hypnotic meditations to listen to, or even different sounds at night, like pink noise, which is music, like classical music. I want to put classical music on when you go to bed. It's one of the most healing energies and music energetic. Put some Mozart on, you know, get some rest. And you will feel so much better in the morning, I promise. Why? Because your subconscious is there to protect you, and it's programming you while you sleep. So it's like those people who fall asleep to spooky movies or the TV or something like that, you know, they might not sleep as well as if they had to just turn the stuff off and let their subconscious, you know, be. So let it break. Whatever those old stories are, whatever it is that has been leading you down that yellow brick road of piss, give no vacancy to it anymore. All right? Leave the haunted house and stop letting it rent space in your head. You are going through a definite dimensional shift. But I want you to notice something about your reading, sweetheart. Check this out. You've got 2 rainbows in your reading today. I feel like both these rainbows are here to let you know that everything is going to be okay. Maybe it doesn't feel like that right now, but I promise. You keep staying on that strict mental diet, which we've talked about tonight, which is about focusing on that which does serve you instead of that which doesn't. Getting lost in the ideas of, you know, the fucking again. Pardon my French. Let me go get you a power deck card. I'll be right back. I hope somehow some of this has helped you. I know it was very short, tiny little reading. I feel like you've come to me tonight because you feel like all these people that you've gone for to help you have like taken the power more out of your hand or something, and that's just not the case. You're not alone, I promise. Okay? Alright, I'll be right back. I'm just going to go and get the power deck. god, the dogs are so cute. It's so cute. Okay, I'm back. So let's get a message for you from the power deck. It is, yeah, it really is. Spirit, can we get a message from the power deck? Oh, sweetheart, you got the grief card. Let's look at it and see what it looks like. Crying Buddha. Yep, that's you. They are big cards, you're right. They're like practically the size of my face. All right, I'm going to read this card to you, sweetheart. Number 19. Hi, Pinky. Welcome back to the Chammy. I'm in the middle of a paid reading. I'll be happy to do yes and no questions, free yes and no questions for you. If you'd like to get a paid reading, everything you need to know, Pinky, is in the description. I take PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Supers. So here we go. Let's read your card, Elisa. I'll tell you about that in a minute, actually. We'll get into that subject in just a moment because I am making a very important video for the channel about how to manifest through the 7 stages of grief. I'm not really sure what stage of grief you're in. I don't know if you keep getting pushed back into the 1st stage of grief, the 2nd stage of grief, the 3rd, but you're definitely in one of these stages. I'm not sure which one it is right now, but Spirit knows you're in grief. So let's see what the card says, because you can manifest through grief. I know I lost my debit card when my mom died, and I was like, Mom, please help me find my debit card. I'm going crazy. And Spirit helped me find it. It just kind of fell out of nowhere. It was really weird. And I was like, how did I do that? But you know, I was only just learning about this kind of stuff. But let me go ahead and read this card to you. So one thing that grief does have to do with manifestation is it can definitely deter your situation when it comes to whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. So because we involuntarily manifest the way that we involuntarily breathe, we could manifest grief for ourselves every day because we get so lost in it without really realizing it and being able to take accountability for it. I've got one of the best mentors in regards to this stuff that I feel was ever on YouTube. And many of the people that also mentored with this person kind of just like gave up because whatever they wanted wasn't like happening for them. They were like, am I even doing this right? Are we even doing this right? So they would give up and they would feel like, oh, it's the tarot cards, they're evil, and oh, it's the tarot cards are evil, so I'm not getting what I want. No, it's that you don't feel like you can get what you want, so you don't. You see what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and read this card to you, sweetheart. Grief, West, Black. Grief deepens you, allowing you to explore the perimeters of your soul. Grief is the only gateway to certain levels of consciousness. It's very true. Grief will open you up to ideas that you never had or thought of before. So grief is the only gateway to certain levels of consciousness, and it is hard taskmaster. Through grief, you can explore every aspect of your dark side: anger, pain, abandonment, terror, loneliness. Aspects of the sacred wound that we usually try to ignore in our daily lives. See, you're not going to get to your next glow up level by focusing on this grief every day, Elisa. Believing that you're not going to get over this hump is probably like the hardest thing for me right now, because you are going to get over it. Today is here now, okay? So aspects of the sacred wound that we usually try to ignore in our daily lives. Ignoring it is not going to help either, but focusing on it is definitely going to be focusing on a different way is definitely going to help you, because when you have a trigger, you're going to write it down. You're going to explore that trigger. How does it feel? What is the opposite of that trigger? What is the opposite action or thing that you could do to bring you out of that trigger and quickly? So grief forces you to acknowledge those parts of yourself that we have not yet healed. If you can look at grief as a teaching, you will grow. If you can look at grief with awareness and an open heart, it is one of the greatest teachers of all. And being a death midwife, I agree. The seeds of wisdom and enlightenment are planted within the wounds of grief. What is lost can come back to us again, and in much higher ways. So, let me get this link for you. Does that turn off? Okay. So you can go and listen to this meditation, this guided meditation. Have you seen the movie The Never-Ending Story? Okay, good. So let's talk about The Never-Ending Story real quick. When I'm talking about the void in this particular guided meditation, it's very much like the nothing. Think about the nothing in the movie The Never-Ending Story, which is my favorite movie, by the way. The nothing created horrible things based on people's fears. Okay? Atreyu's horse only drowned in the mud because of his fear. He didn't realize that he could have, be, and do whatever he wanted. He didn't believe that he could help Artax because of the limiting beliefs in the circumstances. So the nothing took his fear and turned it into something worse every day. But finally, when he realized, that it could be changed, even then he was still like, I'm not sure. That's when the little boy on the other side came through. He met Moonchild, gave her name, and even though Fantasia ceased to exist, there was a little part of it in everybody's hearts. And just from that little seed, little tiny seed, he was able to rebuild Fantasia again. And that's when you see him flying on Falcor at the end, and you see Atreyu with Artax again, and you see all of beautiful Fantasia remade again and born again. I love that movie. It's my favorite movie. I think my idol growing up was the Childlike Empress. I love that girl. So let me put this in the chat here. I wonder if it'll let me. So if you haven't watched the movie in a while, go ahead and watch The Never-Ending Story, because it will really help you with the law of assumption and what I'm talking about, which has been scientifically proven. It's just science. It's just, I think that watching The Never-Ending Story is going to give you some ideas more about what I'm saying about the law of assumption, and how it coincides with this guided meditation, Jumping the Matrix. There you go, sweetheart. I'm experiencing the grief of my mother, and I'm mad about it. It's okay to be mad. Go scream into your pillow. That's what I do. I'm probably still angry with my mom for dying, but it wasn't her fault. And the great part was that she did come back to me, and she's like, that's just something that is an illusion. That's something that has to happen so that we as human beings can accept, this beautiful transition into life, because of, I guess, certain aspects that maybe we find out when we get to the other side. I don't know. I didn't get that far when I got to the other side. They pushed me back in. Yeah, I remember that band Betrayal. My sister asked me what a black hole was in space. I told her it was like the nothing. Yeah, it's like it's the void, and that's where this guided meditation will take you. Is it will take you from the beginning, where atoms and particles come from. That comes from the void. It's been proven scientifically. Where is that void? I don't know right now at this point at 3:15 in the morning, but it's that her grief doesn't allow her to see me and help me and mother me, no matter what I do, so I feel impotent. I feel as a consequence unable to keep her gifts. Okay, it's silly, I know, but it's not silly. I absolutely understand it. My mother went through the same thing with her mother. So I understand what you're talking about. I understand where you're coming from. And at this point, you know, the best thing that my own mother did for herself in regards to that situation was find that love and that nurturing in herself and through others who could match her energy, who chose her too. When you say I've been trying to stop me, do you mean like, what do you mean by that, sweetheart? Do you mean like you've been trying to stop who you are truly to please mom so you can get what you want from mom, what you feel you need from mom? If anybody wants to do a yes or no question, how or when, please feel free to put your question in the chat. Elisa, if you'd like to do a free yes or no, how or when card, please feel free to ask as well. Thought my psychologist could help me get that nourishment and my hopes see all up, but instead she resuscitated that inner womb. Oh my God. Or my mom get the grief imported in me. Okay, yeah, see, that's what I was talking about, sweetheart. Molly, I can say this about Molly because she's one of our moderators, but she's also been one of my best friends for 15 years. And I think that she'd be okay if I talked about this. So she had a psychologist that she went to see to help her with some of her relationship problems, help her with her dad dying of brain cancer, and help her with some of her sex addiction stuff. Okay, because she wants to normalize her situation in regards to her love life, and really focus on what it is she wants instead of all these guys who've broken her heart, used her for sex, and used her for money, and used her for whatever they could get from her. Okay, so at the end of the day, she went to this psychologist and was really trying to get help for that. And all the psychologist did was, put her on the naughty step for liking sex. I was so fucking pissed off, pardon my French, YouTube, that one of my best friends called me on the phone crying because her psychologist tried to pull that trauma from her and then blame it on her and blame shift her and basically, tell her, well, your problem is that you're a slut. So, literally, I'm like, bitch, you gotta get another psychologist. Let me help you. It is so stupid. You're right. I have had the same therapist since I was a little girl. My therapist is from Boston. I was diagnosed with ADHD at 7 because they told my mom I was too aware. And what made them think I was too aware was me saying, why do women hold their mouth? Why do all women hold their mouths open when putting mascara on? So I was mostly deaf the first 5-6 years of my life. I couldn't hear anything. Everything got found in my nose. I couldn't talk or anything. So when I did end up getting a therapist, is I felt like I had a mental breakdown, and I felt like I needed someone to talk to because I didn't understand what was going on with me. So I just kept the child therapist throughout my adulthood. She recently retired, so maybe I should find somebody new, but I just haven't needed to reach out to anyone like that just yet. Again, plus I could probably just call her anytime I want to. Yeah. You know, I feel the same way too sometimes. It's like I feel like I've gone through all these years of distinguishing myself as an artist, only to get, you know, raked through the coals for being a tarot card reader when this isn't even a tarot channel. What are you going to do next? Rake me through the coals for being a fucking awesome rock star? Just try. Kitty, how are you, sweetheart? Yes, we do have free yes, no's, how, and whens. So just let me know what your questions are. If you guys have a free question, please put it in the chat. Please note that I can help you with love, money, protection, finances. I don't do legal financial, though. I can also help you with twin flame and soulmate issues. I don't do timings. I don't do pregnancy. I don't do health. I don't do legal financial. I don't do pre-K to 12K plus university success questions. I don't do interview success questions. I also do not do end of times or cheating questions. So if you have a cheating question, I just won't do it. I think I like to encourage people to ask their partner, hey babe, what's going on? Just tell me the truth. I won't be mad. Let's fix it if there is something going on. Will you be seeing William again? Let's find out, Kitty. Devin, I'm going to go to sleep. Okay, sweet dreams, honey. I hope you find your ham and cheese. Or whatever it is that you lost. Will you be seeing him again, sweetheart? No, it's not. Timing is more like, what day of the year am I going to take a crap? Like, you see what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I'm like probably being rude saying that, but just, you know, what month am I going to get pregnant? You know, what month am I going to get this job? Like, when is it going to happen to me? And the reason I don't do timing questions is because I don't want you waiting around for it. The more that you wait, like we were talking about earlier, Elisa, in your reading, the more that you wait, the more you put things on pause. The more you are going to sit around and wait for it. So I can tell right now, will you be seeing William again? Well, you're probably thinking that you won't. And if you consciously don't feel that way, you might be subconsciously feeling that way. Sorry, it's really dry in here. I just put the humidifier on. My skin's all itchy because of it. So yes, you will see William again, my love. Let me go ahead and read the card to you. And see what you need to know about it right now. Thank you, Elisa, so much for your time and your donation. I really appreciate it, Elisa. I hope to see you around here again. Don't forget to like the live, y'all. Thanks so much for being a subscriber. And Elisa, please keep me updated because now I'm going to think about you every day. So back to you, Kitty. Yes, you will be seeing William again in the not too distant future. Fate lends you a hand by providing you with the most favorable circumstances. These include good luck in your affairs and a chance to improve your situation in the most unexpected way. There will be success, but not without stress. No success worth having ever is. So if you do get stressed, try to sleep it off, try to rest it off, try to stretch it off, try to maybe take a hot bath, do what you might be able to do that might help you release stress, have a cup of tea, something like that. Now, let me get the when and how card that comes with your yes and no, and then your reading will be done. You're finished. Dianshi, if you would like to get a reading, you can ask one free yes or no question, or you can pay for a reading, but please don't shout. That's chat and shout at the same time. Please don't shout in the chat and spam, please. No spam, please. I can read clearly what you've asked, sweetheart. If you want to know what COVID's feeling is for Divyanshi, you're going to have to pay for that. Will Divyanshi get into it? We can do a yes or no with that. Will I meet COVID again? You know, this is... Think about a good yes or no question that will help you now. And you don't have to capitalize, sweetheart. I can read what you're saying, sweetheart. Maybe you need to cap because you can't see very well on your phone or something, and that's okay. I understand that. I know you're not trying to yell at me. Spirit, how and when? Where's the meditation? Let me get it for you. One second. I'll link you into it right now again, Elisa. I put it in the chat above, but I'll link you in one more time. There you go, Lisa. It's okay, Divyanshi. I hope I'm saying your name correct. Lisa, let me know how that guided meditation works out for you. You can try it as much as you like. Just remember to let go of what doesn't serve you, sending it back to the void, even if it's an imaginal act and you see it in your mind's eye. If you can't do imaginal acts, feel it return back to the void and start expecting what is coming to you, what you will receive. Start expecting it and being excited about it being good. Okay, because you're letting go of what doesn't serve you. You're opening up more space, Elisa, with this guided meditation to receive your desires and receive that which is already yours. Because you can't have and do whatever you want, babe. If someone tells you different, they're lying to you. Spirit, how and when will kitties see their babe again? So just to show you the card real quick, kitty. So I'll go ahead and read the yes answer. Will you get into what, Dianshi? I need the full get into what question. If yes, the rolling chimes from the bell of success accelerates the situation. Changes for a better life are coming, kitty, thanks to you, but it might take 6 months for you to notice the results. That means from today to 6 months, not having to wait 6 months for this to start, okay? You could see the results today, you could see the results tomorrow, you could see the results in a month, you could see it in a week, you could see it the last day of the 5th month right before it turns the 6th month. But it is saying the rolling chimes from the bell of success accelerates your situation, kitty. Changes for a better life are coming thanks to you, but it might take 6 months for you to notice the results. You are a tower of tolerance with an exceptional ability to handle almost any situation. So I feel like your situation with William is going to progress over the next 6 months. So what do you want the next scene to be? Are you kissing William? Are you talking on the phone with William? Are you guys planning your next date or your next adventure? And what is going to happen on that adventure? So stay in the fuzziness of that, because the yummier you feel about something, the easier it is to create with your creator. Your creator creates things that you can't create, but your creator creates things that you can create miracles with. Just remember that, okay? Or will you get into Indian Institute of Technology? That's a university success question. I don't do university success questions. So why don't we try a different question? Because if you don't believe that you're going to get into it, you probably won't. So you need to turn your thoughts around about that right now and stop thinking that you're not worth it, because you are. Yes, talking and seeing each other more would be a very, very good thing. You know, and try to talk more voice to voice, face to face. It takes about 100 hours of face-to-face time to build that first layer of trust. A lot of people are into texting, but when you use your voice to express the way that you're feeling to somebody, I feel like it's so much more deeper. They feel the emotions, and they get a nice dose of what your energy is. So Dianshi, did you want to ask a question still? Because if there's nobody who wants to ask any more questions, I'm going to go to bed. Okay, Metal Rain, yes, no, will I be traveling this year? Okay, let's see. Spirit, will Metal Rain be traveling this year? Keep me updated, Kitty. I'm excited to hear about your love story. Oh, yeah, it could absolutely turn it. It's already turned into something, babe. Come on. It's already turned into something amazing. I mean, look, you're talking. You like him. You like him. I'm 100% sure he likes you, too. All right? So what do you want the next scene to be? Because you're voluntarily manifesting the way that you breathe. Think about the next scene. Like I said, what's the next scene? Are you kissing him? Are you dating him? Are you taking him out for appreciation coffee? Are you, you know, what's happening? What's it look like? How does he show you he appreciates you? How do you show him you appreciate him? What's the version of him you want to show up? What are you telling yourself about him, them, feelings? Like, what are your feelings? Like, you know, focus on, really get into the yumminess of it. Try not to worry too much about, you know, things that happened in the past that maybe other people did to you, because this is not the same man. You're amazing too, Tiffany. Do you want to do a reading, sweetheart? I would love to do another Estes method with you if you're ever interested again, Tiffany. Okay, here's your question, Metal Rain. Yes, Metal Rain, you will be traveling. This Metal Rain, I feel like you're going to be going to see your friend in Kentucky. I could be wrong, but I kind of feel that way. I'm feeling that. The Lotus of Happiness is about to blossom and bring you wonderful events filled with positive emotions, Metal Rain. There is potential for the unexpected but timely support you require. This is the perfect time for you to start new and exciting undertakings. So let's see what How and When says. Spirit, what does Metal Rain need to know how and when about chatting? How and when about traveling. The upcoming events in your life turn your mind upside down in 4 months. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, though. Adversity often breeds some of your most inspiring thoughts and insights. It also serves you at the trigger. It also serves you as the trigger. It also serves as the trigger for a new life cycle. No change happens without friction. So yeah, you know, you're making that change to be putting Metal Rain first. You're putting yourself in a place where you're not getting so lost in Ileana's sickening, you know, her sickness. You're focusing more on you, putting yourself first, and you'll see it will turn your mind upside down. And not upside down in the way that you don't want it to be. This journey that you're on now, this you've journey here, all right, the taking your power back journey. It's going to turn your whole thought, feeling, and, you know, world around now. You'll see. You'll see. Let me scroll up because I can see better what's in here. Just sending love. My autism acts up, so I have a hard time talking. It's okay, sweetheart. My dad has it too. It's okay. You can come as the blue caterpillar or the blue butterfly anytime. Come as you are is accepted always. Whatever you're feeling that day. Do you have a manifestation meditation video, Stormy? Well, I feel like the Jumping the Matrix one is. I've always felt like the Jumping the Matrix video is a manifestation guided meditation because it helps you enable turning your back on what doesn't serve you so that you can manifest the state of mind you want to be in. Another great way to test your manifestation is doing the ladder technique. What is the ladder technique? Well, you take a few pieces of paper, put them in the most dwelled parts of your home or life. Put one in your car, metal rain. Put on the piece of paper, I will not climb the ladder. Put one in your bathroom, put one in your kitchen, put one next to the bed, put one in your living room, put one on the front door. You know, and every time that you see this I will not climb the ladder thing, look at it as if it's something you said to yourself that you just aren't able to do. Okay? And say it to yourself, say, I will not climb the ladder. Then before you go to bed that night, all right, as you fall asleep, if you can remember to do this, all right, tell yourself, I will climb the ladder. I will climb the ladder. I will climb the ladder. Okay, and you will climb the ladder. But you might not climb the ladder right away. You might have a dream about a ladder or an escalator or climbing something. You might see a ladder when you might pass a ladder that's on the side of a house, or maybe someone's on a ladder. You might even literally find yourself climbing a ladder to hang up a picture or clean something or fix something or go somewhere fun. And you will know then how long it usually might take you naturally to manifest that which you desire. We might also it might even be easier to like manifest a shit story easier because that's what we might stick to more often than not. You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't watched the Jumping the Matrix video, there is this Jumping the Matrix video here, and then have I ever shared this other one, Obtaining Conscious, let me get the obtaining, oh my god, I only have 5 minutes and the live is going to end. Let me just get this one last guided meditation that I do have on my channel. Maybe I'll make some more guided meditations. Obtaining Cosmic Consciousness, that's what it's called. So I put a new song up today. I mean, it's not like I wrote it or anything. It's just YouTube's New Year's Day, but I'm on this journey to stay more focused on my music this year. So I'm hoping to put a song out every week. And hopefully put them on Spotify as well. I'll do a couple originals as well as covers, so you can think of a song you'd like me to sing and play. Just post it somewhere. I'll get it. So I hope you might like to listen to this one, Metal Rain. I don't know. It is pretty far out there. This was required for me to write this and create this with my death doula midwifing courses. Because yes, as death midwife, you know, some people need some of these created, attuned to them personally. May is 4 months, maybe traveling to Mexico so Star gets her treatment. Yeah, I want Star to get her. Oh, maybe Tim. I'm not sure what the next song is going to be, but if it's not Bonnie Tyler, it'll be hard. Because I definitely got to do a hard song for Meadow Rain. I'm going to have to do a couple hard songs. It won't let you click the links? That is so weird. Like, as if it's on private, maybe? Hold on a second. Let me see. Let me see what's going on here. Everybody's been saying that to me tonight. It won't let me click the links. That's so weird. Let me go into the studio. Hold on. The chat is different this time. Okay. Would you like me to just email it to you, bro? I will. I don't know why it's not working. I just want to make sure that, like, it's not, I might even have it on private. I don't know. Is the link working for anyone else in the chat? If the laptop dies, I'm sorry, babes, but I will be back tomorrow. Oh yeah, that's what I'll do. Fudge it. I'll just send it in. I'll just send it in FB chat, where we do the readings or whatever for the acting stuff. Okay, y'all. I'm going to bed. Okay, and y'all get some rest too. And I'll send that cosmic consciousness thing right. Like, in fact, I'll send it right now. 1 second. What is my time right now? Ah, fuck it. I don't care. Pardon my French, YouTube. Okay. Link's working. Okay, cool, Tim. Alright, I'll get you the link on FB shortly. Let me just do a free collective message. I'm going to do a free collective message with the power deck tonight. Spirit, what do we all need to know as a collective message right now about now and the not too distant future, about ourselves and one another and our world around us in this power deck? Ugh, these cards are huge. They're so hard to shuffle. Hey, Fiona. Thank you so much for your comment and what you said about my voice. All those ladies taught me how to sing. So I was deaf most of my life as a child, and then they fixed my ears after many, many, many surgeries. So they would like leave me in front of the TV to listen to MTV. Or just to like, and there was so much music in my family. So I come from this like big family of musicians. And those women helped me find my voice. And it's interesting to hear someone say like that about my voice. Thank you so much, Fiona. I appreciate it. If you have a song request you'd like me to do, just leave it as a comment somewhere on the channel. I'll find it. I'm doing this thing this year where I'm just trying to get closer to my music, even if it's through other people's music. I'm going to do the free collective message now. I only have a few more. I'm like 3%. I'm at 3%, and then the laptop's going to die. I mean, the iPad's going to die. So what do we need to know now, Spirit, today in this, from this power deck, but now our world around us and the not too distant future? Can you give us a message, Spirit? I think you're right, Tim. My favorite singer is actually Nina Simone. She became my favorite singer when I was 13 years old. We didn't have a TV. I didn't really have a TV. My dad had a TV, but we didn't have a TV that we could all sit down and watch as a family. When I was a kid, so I listened to the radio a lot, and I listened to NPR a lot. And they did this amazing, amazing series on Nina Simone. One night, one weekend, I just could not stop listening to her. And I think my favorite song by her is Black is the Color of My True Love's Hair. Oh, I just love that song. Okay, here we go. Essence. Let's look at the card. Essence. Got this right side up. Interesting. It's like a floating rock. It almost kind of reminds me of what was left of Fantasia at the end of the Never-Ending Story. Oh God, I know Freddie Mercury had the most beautiful voice. Such a beautiful voice. Okay, let me get this card read out to us before the iPad dies. So card number 38, that might be a relevant number to you guys. 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, 11. 8 plus 3 is 11. The word is essence, east, and yellow. East is the direction. Maybe east is going to be like a good direction for us tonight in the not too distant future. You might be in the east. You might want to go east. Spirit might be saying go east. But the color is definitely yellow. The card is yellow. So maybe today, let yellow comfort you or bring you some comfort. Turn the light on because I don't have any glasses. It's too dark in here. Life is a school. Ain't that true? The school of hard knocks that we move and graduate through. Learning many things as we cloak ourselves in environmental knowledge. You are on the warrior's path toward enlightenment, and one day you will peel away this accumulated knowledge like layers of an onion, moving back into the source of your power. When contemplating a Zen garden, you find that the source of your power... Oh, that's what it is. That's right, with the scrapes across the sand. When contemplating a Zen garden, you find the source of your power is the essence of the Great Spirit. We come into this earth, walk as a piece of smashed mirror, every one of us reflecting the light of our God. The experience of life is the process of piecing together these scrambled fragments into one great mandala that reflect back the one source of all beings. At the center of a cyclone, we sit at the one point of stillness, the pandemonium of life circulating madly around us. Choose equilibrium, not frenzy. Live life from the center, like the center. Yeah, the essence of you and the essence of the universe's primal moving force are one. Yeah, I feel like Spirit's saying, create that Zen garden around you. God, I just love Zen gardens. I wish that I had some time to make a new one. I love how the designs in the sand look on the card. It's really beautiful. I also feel like it's saying, like, here's the world. Make your world a Zen garden. Any hoodle noodles? I'm going to go 9-9. Thank you guys so much for your love, your likes, your shares, your donations tonight. Thank you so much for your kind words and being kind to each other. That means so much to me. And I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Fiona, maybe, I'm going to try to read the chat here. Tim, maybe record yourself doing something Nina did that tells your story. Oh, I got that song, man, for sure. So when I lived in Boston, I used to just purposely go to the subways to sing in them. Either busk on the streets outside of them or go down into the subways and, like, record. And Nina Simone has this one song, I think it's called, let me just make sure I've got the right name for it. I just don't want to fodder something. Let's see. Oh God, YouTube, where's the search button? Yeah, it's called Fodder and Her Wings, and that's one of my very favorite Nina Simone songs, so maybe I'll cover that one. If I can find a nice echoey place to do it. Should make a song about your channel and your Spirit Box adventure. That would be so cool. Maybe you can help me with that, Tiffany. We can write a song together, girl. That'd be fun. All right, Metal Rain, thank you so much for coming by tonight. Tiffany, thank you so much. Tim, thank you so much. Fiona, it was great to see you. Molly, thank you so much for coming by. Ray, I hope you come back when you feel better, sweetheart. Maybe you can teach me how to shuffle better. I'd really appreciate that. Also, did I say Tim? Thank you so much. Elisa, stick around, girl. We're here for you. You're not alone. There's nothing to change but self, and there's nothing outside of you to give it to but you. Please keep us updated. We're all here for you. I'll be back tomorrow. It is Tacobox Tuesday, where you can get your Tacobox 3 questions for $5. And, name it my voice. So Far Away by Carole King. What was that song that she did with that guy that Carole King wrote? It was, winter, spring, summer, or fall. All you gotta do is call, and I'll be right there, yeah, yeah, yeah. 'Cause you got a friend. Oh, I love that song. I have to do that one too. Alright, y'all. Be good to yourselves with your thoughts. I'll be back tomorrow. Not sure what time. Hoping in the hour of 9 o'clock. So I'm trying to do the weekdays earlier and the slumber parties later. Yes, James Taylor. Yes, that is James Taylor, but Carole King actually wrote that song for him. I think they might have been in love. I don't know. Was it Carole King? Yeah, I think it was Carole King. Because if you watch the video with him, she's playing piano in the background. But yeah, she wrote that song originally. They just don't make him like that anymore, man. I wish they did. Alright, y'all. I love you. Sayonara. Arrivederci. Kalanita. Music is sacred. Please, please get some rest. And go to bed tonight, because if you have everything you want, you'll see, you'll start changing your whole world.